Hi there, welcome to Quick Tips. If you've ever had to perform the same process on a bunch of different photos, you know how tedious and time-consuming it can get. Today I'm going to show you a quick way to cut through all of that frustration and process as many photos as you want for the price of only one. It's called batch processing, and if you've never heard of it, it's going to blow your mind. Here's how it works. The software that I'm using for this demo is called XnView MP. I really like the batch processing interface, and it's available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It does a lot more than batch processing, but to keep things simple, I'm not going to go into all of that now. It's available for free, so there's no reason not to download it and try it out for yourself. In this scenario, I have a few photos that I want to share. Before I post or send them, I want to scale the dimensions down to more manageable size and add the Dramatic Purposes logo so that everyone will know where they came from. I also want to change the file type from TIFF to JPEG and rename them so that they're easily identifiable on my computer. To get started, I'm going to select all the images that I want to process, and then open the Batch Conversion dialog by clicking this icon here, or going to Tools, Batch Convert. If you're a keyboard shortcut person, you can use the shortcut Command-U on the Mac, or Control-U on Windows. The Batch Convert dialog opens with this Output Settings window, where I can choose where I want the final images to appear, in this case my source folder. I can also change the file name. If I click on this triangle here, you can see all the building blocks that XnView understands. I want to call your attention to this numeric enumerator, which allows me to have a base file name plus a sequential numbering. I'm going to name my photos BW for black and white, Lake, since that's where I took them, and then 2 pound signs. All my final images are going to be BW_Lake_01, 02, etc. You can use as many pound signs as you need to handle the number of photos in your batch. The last thing I'm going to do on this page is change my file format from TIFF to JPEG. You can see I have a lot of options here. And if I click on this Settings button, I can access the encoder settings for my chosen file format. Next, I'm going to go to the Actions page, and this is where the really interesting stuff happens. On the left is where I build the list of things that I want XnView to do to each of my photos. And on the right is one of the reasons I really like this interface. It's a preview window that shows me what my final images are going to look like. It's going to update as I start to build my chain of processes. I'm going to maximize this window so you get a better look and start building my chain here. I'm going to choose Image, Resize, and enter dimensions of 1024 by 768, which is a pretty good size for the web. I'm going to make sure that I leave this mode as fit and keep ratio as checked. And what this is going to do is scale my images down so they fit inside that 1024 by 768 window, but not try and squash them or stretch them to make them fit. The next thing I want to do is add a watermark. I'm just going to tell XnView where the file is that I want to use as my watermark. In this case, my Dramatic Purposes logo. And there it appears. I can change the opacity, I can set it to repeat or stretch, or change the size of it. And what I'm going to do is change the position from center to bottom right. And there it goes. If you notice over here, it's right up against the edge of my photo, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to use these delta fields to build in just a little bit of offset. And there you can see now it's a little bit offset. I like that a lot better. With all that done, I'm ready to click Convert and let the software do all the work. And there we go. I can now close this window and notice that all of my photos have appeared in the original folder. There they are, BW_Lake01 through 5. You can see that they're JPEG files, that they're within that 1024 by 768. And if I open up the preview, there's my watermark. And there you have it. The next time you need to prepare a bunch of photos, save yourself some time and process as a batch. And that does it for this quick tip, but we have a lot more coming your way soon. Until then, check us out on the web at dramaticpurposes.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter at dramaticperp. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.